Here I am, once again, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters ever in the world that ever lived. Roy Jones Jr. Roy, let me get your you know what I'm saying, your opinion of the outcome of this fight.
Outcome what fight?
Of the Lubin fight.
It was a great stoppage. He fought hard out. He showed us what it takes to be a world champion. He proved a lot of stuff. He proved a lot of doubters on tonight. He really showed how much he wanted to be champ. I just can't wait to see him trying to get that opportunity that he can make it. It's just a matter of time before he becomes world champion.
So that's highway robbery. We robbed that motherfucker.
You said before the fight you won all the big fights at 154. You took care of business. After you take a nice break, what do you want to do next?
I leave that to Al Heyman, man. Like for me, man, I just want to maximize the time I got. I'm 31. I'm Uncle T right now. I'm 31, and I want to maximize the amount of money I can make fighting the best fights I can fight.
Are you going to be ringside for Charlo Castaño too?
I don't really give a fuck about boxing like that. You know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck about going to nobody else's fights I don't fuck with. You know what I mean? Like I might go to Anthony Guerrero shit or Caleb, somebody I know I fuck with. You know what I mean? But if I don't fuck with you, like I watch that shit on TV with the people I fuck with.
Just because there might be a potential opponent there, that's the only reason why I say that. I mean, we know you fought Charlo already, but
I mean, it is what it is. Like whoever my opponent gonna be, he gonna be there regardless if I'm at the fight or not. Whoever my opponent is, he gonna be there.
Well, listen. Apparently, you didn't fall for this guy trying to butter you up at the fight. It's apparently that the guy came straight forward. Were you prepared for that type of aggressive fight from this guy?
Let me tell you, man. My camp, I had the hardest sparring that possibly could be had. Let me shout my guys out that helped me get the fuck ready for this shit. Charles Conwell, who was an undefeated guy, who's ranked, and he gonna be a world champ. Joseph Hicks, Olympic alternate, the Olympic team captain, undefeated. Marlon Harrington, undefeated, knocking everything out in Detroit. And Isaiah Steen, who also is from Soul City. So all my guys, man, them guys, man, they pushed me to the fucking max, man. And if it wasn't for the preparation I had and the hard sparring I had, I wouldn't have made that look so easy.
So you didn't have to make any in-game adjustments according to his aggressiveness, so to speak. Like, you know, the guy came forward, kept coming forward. He didn't appear to phase you at all in any sense. You got some great shots on him. He got a few on you. Overall, it was an impressive fight by you, man, and congratulations. But again, you didn't let him butter you up too much.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when you look at a guy like that, man, he is who he is. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect nothing from him different than I seen from when he fought Fundora, and that's the only fight we really could see, because that's my first fight I ever seen him fight. But he is who he is, straightforward, come right in. He's a tough opponent, man, and tough chin, and very durable, man. And like I said, he was who he was. And I know my mobility would give him a lot of problems.
As a championship caliber fighter as yourself, do you feel like fighters like that and fights like that are very necessary to keep your iron sharp?
Oh, for sure. I needed that fight. I needed that fight. Like I said, mentally I needed that fight because I knew that fight would get me up. I knew I couldn't latch. I had to stay locked in the whole way through, and that's what I needed, a mental lock in.
Okay, we got a couple of predictions, man. Some future fights coming up, man. We have coming up now, Errol Spence and Ugas, man. Who you got in that one, man?
Tough fight. I think everybody overlooking Ugas, but that's a tough fight. But I'm always say this: when you handpicked by God like Errol Spence is, all the tragedies he went through and came out on top, he handpicked by God, man. Stay away from don't bet against that man. I don't give a who he fight against. Don't bet against that man. He handpicked by God, and he worked hard at it. So don't bet against that man.
How about Gervonta Davis and Rollies?
It's hard to bet against Tank, man. Tank a motherfucking dog. You naming guys that's dogs, that's been in there and that's been, you know what I mean, fought established fights, man. Tank a fucking dog, man. From B-More, man, in that area, man, that Tri-County area, man. That nigga a dog, man. You don't bet against him either.
We got Shakur Stevens and Oscar Valdez.
I fuck with Shakur, man. That motherfucker, when you talk about sweet science, that motherfucker, he may not be the prettiest, he may not be the flashiest, but that motherfucker, man, is top-notch, untouchable, skillful and untouchable. I fuck with that kid. Don't bet against him either, especially against Valdez.
And I personally got one more for you, Tyson Fury and Dylan White.
It's hard to bet against Tyson Fury too, man. These guys, man, like I said, he went against Deontay. He got up 3-4 times against the hardest hitting man on the planet Earth. It's hard to say somebody else gonna beat that man.
I just had to ask
2 more questions, guys.
Obviously, last time I talked to you, we were trying to get that big kangaroo fight out in Australia. I came late, but did you see Tim Tszew's performance? And obviously,
I did. I thought he had a good showing. Like the whole way through, consistently, he stayed true to what he was true to. But it's so many lapses in that man's game. Man, I wanted to take that fight in Australia. So goddamn, like it's so many lapses, so many loopholes in that man's game. I don't see him getting to the top and being the champ.
is that fight still an option after seeing he just fought? Would you still with Tim?
Anybody's an option, man. I don't really duck fights. I just, as long as the paper right, I would have loved to fight him in Australia. Like if that fight is gonna be made for me, take me to Australia.
It has to be in Australia.
I want to go to Australia. Just take me on a vacation. Like let me travel across the world and fight somebody that y'all want me to fight. And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Let me sit on that plane for an hour in first class. And let me see them kangaroos and snakes and rattlesnakes and shit like that. I want that. Like, you know what I mean? I want to fight him, but I want to fight him over there.
Kick ass and kangaroos, I think last time.
I love that. I love that, man. Like I said, the fight was always appealing to me, and I love to do it over in his hometown.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Thank you guys.